concept of array, we went to list because when you already
Hello,
have a
sir.
concept of array, we went to list. We went to list as we want to increase the size. As we want to increase the size of an array. As we want to
Sir,
increase the
can you
size
hear
of
me?
the array. As you want to increase the size of an array. As you want to increase the size of an array, we went to for list. We want to use some predefined methods. We want to use some predefined methods to access the data or to perform the logics on the data. So we went to set. Okay, we went to list. But when you already have a concept of list, why are you going for a set? Now you want the size to be increased dynamically. So list is also increasing the size dynamically. You want the methods to perform operations on the data. You already have some predefined methods in the list. Then why are you going for set? Why are you going for a set? Set is a collection of similar elements. When you say set, set is a collection of similar elements. Set is a collection of similar elements where size of the set can grow or reduce based on runtime requirement. Where size of the set can grow or reduce based on runtime requirement. Set is a collection of similar elements where size of the set can grow or reduce dynamically. Then set will not maintain any instruction order. Set will not maintain any instruction order. Set will not maintain any instruction order. Set will not accept set will not accept duplicate values. Set will not accept any duplicate values. Set is a collection of similar elements where the size of the set can grow or reduce based on runtime requirement. Set will not maintain insertion order. Set will not accept duplicate values. So how do you define the set? Syntax. Set of data type. So what do you mean by data type here? It can be a primitive data type. This is a primitive data type or as object or actually we give proper class. Proper class is also what? Apex class only. Right? So data type can be a data type can be a, got your point. Black t-shirt. Data type can be a primitive, S object or Apex class. Now yesterday example Apex class what I created is it's a proper class. Proper class is created for what? User defined data type. So we are using that as a user defined data type. When you say S object or a Apex class object, Apex class, if you want to use them, you have to create an object and use them. So here we are creating S object, Apex class or primitive data members. So first example I want to create a set, store city names. Or you create set of string. So what is the value of cities now? What is the value of cities? What is the value of cities? Null. Because we have not assigned any memory for it. Set of account. Like this we have created. Then how do you initialize the? How do you initialize the memory? Set of string So we created a set of string, set of account, set of contact. We have created a set. But if you want to perform any operations, we have some predefined methods. What are the predefined methods?
Satish, when you get a chance, can you explain point number 3?
What is the purpose of add element? This method is used. Add a new element. This method is used to add a new element to a set. Add. This method is used to add a new element to a set. Set of integer. Is called add. Can you guarantee whatever the order in which I am inserting, same order will be taken? Well, I am not sure in which order I am going to get. Will the set accept duplicate value? If I enter the duplicate value, what will happen? It will not throw any error. Old value is replaced with the new value. If I enter the duplicate values, old value will be replaced with the new value. It will not throw any error. So if I say system.debug, ages, what you are going to get? 10, 20, 30. So 10 will be taken only once as the duplicates are not accepted. Add element. Similarly, we are going with add on. In the add on, list or set of. This method is used to add list or set of elements. This method is used to add list or set of elements to a list. What I'm doing here, set of integer. So we have to give is dot add 10. We have set. We have taken this. So you define it. Ages dot add all. We say ages dot add all values. Different ages. What we are going to have? 10, 20, 30, 40. All the values of all the elements in the values. All the elements in the values are added to ages. All the elements in the values are added to ages. All the elements in the values are added to ages. All the elements in the values are added to ages. Add all. Adding a list or a set of elements to a set. We have remove element. In the list, if you want to remove, how do you remove? You are supposed to find out the index, then remove it. But in the set, we can straight away remove. This method will remove. This method will remove element from the set. This method will remove element from the set. So we have, I can also define the value straight away like this. Then what you are supposed to do? Thank you. remove 10, 20, 30. Dot debug. Remove the elements. System.debug ages, print the value. System.debug, print the value. Now we have fourth one. Remove all. When you say remove all, it is used to remove list or set of elements at a time. It is going to remove all the list of elements or set of elements at a time. This will remove all the list or set of elements given. So whatever the elements are there in the list or a set, they will be removed from the set. So I'll give list of integer. Then what I'm doing, system.debug. So when I say ages, what we are going to get 10, 20, 30, 40. We have ages dot remove ages dot remove all values. If you remove all the values of all the values from the ages, if you remove all the values from the ages, we are going to get 20, 40. So what is left out? Remove all the values of all the elements in the values from ages. Remove all the elements in the values from ages. So what all the values are there in the values? All the elements in my list are going to be removed. So what all the elements are there in my list? 10, 30, 90. They are supposed to be removed from the ages. So 10 is removed, 30 is removed, 90 is not there. So what is the value that is left out? 20, 40, 50. 20, 40, 50. Remove all. Then retain all. This is return all. Common elements will be left out. Remaining elements will be removed. Only common elements will be left out. Remaining elements will be removed. And they say list of remove all, retain all. There is a retain all. What is the output we are going to get? What are the common elements we have? 10 and if I give system.debug ages, only common elements will be left. So remove all elements will be removed, retain. Only common elements will be left, remaining elements will be removed. Only common elements will be left, remaining elements will be removed. Retain all. Remove all, retain all. I hope I am clear. What we have here? Add all, remove all, retain all. The next we have contains. Contains. What was this contains? This method will return true if the set contain. The set contains a given element. This method will return true if the set contains the given element. Set of teacher. Then we have ages dot contains Union B. Ages got contains. So if the element is there in the set, gives you true, otherwise gives you false. Contains element. It verifies whether the set contains that element or not. It verifies whether the set contains the given element or not. Similarly, we have contains all. This method will return true if the set contains all the elements. Contains all. So I have taken these two elements here. So what I'm giving here. Union B equal to ages dot contains all. Is every element of my list is there in the ages? Is every element of ages? If every element of ages is there in the, if every element of ages, if every element of my list is available in the ages, 10, 30, 90 is not available. So when I say B, false. Contains all. This is how we are doing. System dot debug C. System dot debug C. This is how I am running it. System dot debug C. Contains element, contains all. Contains element or contains all. Particular element you are verifying whether a given element is available in the set or not. Contains element. Whether all these elements are there in the set or not. Contains all. Contains all. So we have add all, remove all. Okay, add all, remove all. Contains all, retain all. Then we have the common methods. What are the common methods we have? Is empty. The set is empty. Size is the, it will return count of number of records. Count of number of records in the set. So all these are what? Some of the additional methods which are commonly used. Is empty, size. But do you have any method called sort? Do you have any method called sort? We don't have any method called sort. So why there is no method called sort? Was elements are not inserted in the particular order. They are inserted randomly based on hash code. Right. I hope you are clear. I hope you are clear. So basically this is the basic idea about the set. Set is a collection of elements where the size can grow or decrease based on runtime requirement. Where the size can grow or decrease based on runtime requirement. Set will not accept duplicate. Set will not maintain insertion order. Okay. Now let us take some examples. Let us take some examples. Let me take some use cases here. First use case. Create a list. Create a list of city names. Create a list of city names. Create a list of city names. And insert Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, and Hyderabad. Create a list of city names and insert Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, Chennai, and Hyderabad. Create a list of city names and insert Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, Hyderabad. Create a list and insert the values. 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 List, what is given there? Create a list. Create a list of cities and insert the given values. And insert the given values. Then take one by one value and put them in a set. Take one by one value and put them in a set. Now create a set which takes only unique city names. Create a set which will take only unique names of city names. Now take one by one value from the city list and put them in a set. Create one by one value from the city list and put them in a set. First thing is city list. Okay, print what are the values we are going to get. A list of city names and insert Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, and Hyderabad. Done. Create a list of account records. Create a list of accounts and insert the values. Insert the values. Create a list of accounts and insert the values. Values of names and phone numbers. Create a list to create a list of accounts and insert the elements. With every account should have a name and phone. Every account should have a name and phone. Every account should have a name and phone. Now you are supposed to create list of account. Then we have account A2. You got list of accounts. Then add them to the. Now take all the account names and put them in a set. Take all the phone numbers, put them in a list. Now collect all the account names, put them in a list. Account names order. Put them in a list. Now you create a list of accounts, collect all the account names, put them in a set. Put them in a set. So you are supposed to create a set of. So you have to take one by one account record. Take one by one account record. Then you go to put. What is that? Duplicate names are not accepted, but duplicate phone numbers are accepted. Duplicate names are not accepted, but duplicate phones are accepted.
Hi Satish. Satish, I have a question. Hello.
Create a proper class. Student with the name, city, phone. Then we have create Anyone has a question, directly ask the question. Don't type the message. Unmute the mic and ask the question.
Yeah, Satish.
Unmute the mic and ask
Are
the
you able to
question.
hear
Don't
me?
type the messages. Today, list of wrapper. Yes, list of wrappers, list of student, and add elements. Go ahead, Krishna. What is your question?
Satish, in what scenarios we will go with this concept of adding list to a set?
What was it? Unable to hear you.
Tell him to unmute. Tell him to unmute. He's mute.
Right. So next, create a set which will store student. Create a set which will store student phone numbers. Create a list which will store all the students whose city is Hyderabad. Now build all these examples